My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. So I think we cannot shake this energy, or I cannot shake it, I don't know. Before I even get into this read, this isn't an X read or anything like that. It's just this particular read has been heavy in the energy lately. And it's like the exact same energy. I don't know if it's the exact same story or not, but like before we even get started, okay, I'm gonna use this deck. Is this what I'm looking at here? The most relevant thing that the collective could hear about today? It's just that we've been getting, when we get a certain sort of message over and over and over again, I like to see if we have any wiggle room to maybe release that and get something different. But if I get reinforced when I ask that this is what is most beneficial for the collective, then I just give the read. Okay, so I am going to go ahead with the reading that is on the table, even though it does seem like a repeat message to me of something that we've been getting very heavy over the last few days, like week or so, whatever, and I am going to show you why. We're going to give this read. What I had first was the World, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. And then I wanted to get more clarity on this Seven of Pentacles and Two of Wands, because I was sort of like, well, this could be saying that the read that I am giving is actually closed out. We're going to be seeing things, whoever it's for, you're going to be seeing things play out in materiality over time, and so we can go in a different direction. Or this could mean that there's like a particular cycle that wants to close in the energy. It's getting there, and then once it does, we can go in another direction. So that's why I wanted a more like definitive, which one is it? So when I got clarification, I got the Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups, which is saying to me, there is still a message, Page of Swords, that I can give as like me serving the Queen of Cups purpose, like as the intuitive, as the energy reader in the situation. But also this would be, the Queen of Cups would also be representing the collective, in that, can you be patient with this message that still wants to come out? Because like, it's sort of like things are wrapping up, but be patient, Seven of Coins, because we're getting ready to go into another direction, at least in the energy. Let's let Dasa be important. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with it. So we actually had a player character want to come out today from the player character deck, because as we all know, in the Sovereign Age, everyone is a player character. Nobody is an NPC, okay? And so our player character that wanted to come out was the Angel Boy. And we've had the Angel Boy out before. And just remember, when we're saying boy, girl, lady, king, queen, it's really about more like active and passive energies. It doesn't have anything to do with gender, truly, unless I hardcore am getting like, this is a man, this is a woman. But even so, all that means is that if I'm saying this is a man, it just means the greatest percentage is going to fall into that category. If you're still an outlier in a smaller part of the percentage and the read's still hitting for you, it's still your read. So I have this Angel Boy with Privileged Lady on it. And these are both like, I'm just taking this like, Privileged Lady, I mean, They might have wealth, I don't know, but this is just reading to me as a very magnanimous, generous, giving energy, but it could be someone who in fact has the leisure to do so, which would suggest some sort of money for people who are able to do that. But really, it's just sort of like a gentle, giving, magnanimous, nurturing energy is what I have there as our player character, okay? And then on the board, we have, as the overview energies, the Five of Swords and bad health. Now, this seems like this is what I'm saying is like, this seems like someone else. We've been getting this, like, somebody kind of watching the collective, or like whoever that privileged lady angel boy is, who is wanting to like get into some sort of relationship or something with them. But right now, whoever those energies belong to, these people are just very much like, they are aggressively working their own stuff out with this Five of Swords. But also we've been seeing that some of the mentalities that these energies have about relationships aren't necessarily the best for what they're wanting. And so they are currently sorting out their own bad health. So it's not actually physical bad health, though that could be some mental health issues, kind of, sort of. But not anything that anybody would be needing to go on a grippy sock vacation for, okay? Very, very run-of-the-mill mental health stuff, even though that can be very serious still. And so then we have courtship and death. And we've also been seeing that these particular energies are kind of catastrophizing about their situations. They think that the collective is not going to like them. As we've seen in at least one of the recent reads, that is not true. Depending on who these energies belong to, when they make themselves known, it looks like the collective looks very favorably upon whoever these people are. So whoever this is, they're very much in their head. And so right now we have Page of Swords, toil and labor. This person's main focus is work. Like, these two are directly linked. The bad health and the Five of Swords is directly linked to toil and labor, Page of Swords. This is just a reiteration of the message, like, this person is aware of their own issues that could bring problems into a potential relationship. And so since that person knows they don't want to bring negative energy into the courtship phase, they are aggressively doing work to sort their own stuff out. Okay? And so that's just been coming out. That's been coming out. And so we are going to now get some tarot specifics on this. All right, Five of Swords, bad health. Page of Pentacles. So it's just meaning that this person is just putting themselves, like, this is like someone, I want to be a shiny new penny. It's just, this person is aware of their issues. They're sorting through it because they don't want to bring that, like, this is like the material manifestation of like a new courtship phase of someone asking somebody else out on a date. That's why it's the page, but it's in the real world, which is why it's showing up as the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. So that Five of Swords, bad health, is almost like redundant. Like, it's almost like not worth mentioning at this point, because it seems like this person or these people is moving through it. Death and courtship. The Seven of Cups. This is this person in their own mind. In the, like, this, there's a little bit, because I was saying in one of the other reads that this person or these energies, if they're the same ones, they were coming out of delusion. They're sort of like out of one delusion and kind of still a little bit mired in another. But this delusion being that, like, things are going to go badly for them. Like, they are sitting there, like, visualizing all the ways that this could potentially go wrong. And so that is the new form of resistance for whoever these energies belong to. So now, toil and labor and the Page of Swords. Well, we have two. The Hanged Man and the Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to look at this I'm going to get one more on that Hanged Man. But this is almost sort of like this person observing the results of their own labor, I would guess, because I don't think this person isn't working. Yeah, no, Okay, so I'll just show these to you. I'm not putting them on the board. We have Strength, 2 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. What's happening here with this Hanged Man and 3 of Pentacles is that this person is going through a period of work, and then they are kind of, when I'm saying stopping work, they're not stopping altogether, but it's sort of like they're working and then they're stepping back and going, am I doing like the thing that is going to get me the result that I want? And they're going yes or no. If it's a no, they're recalibrating, and then they're starting work again. So that's what's happening, which, okay. So now we will go into specifics. Because if this can be a short read, we'll keep it a short read. We've been having long ones lately. All right, well, we're on a clear course. It looks like I'm telling you, I don't even need to talk about what that bad health 5 of Swords thing is, because this person's mowing through it. All right, like, they're mowing through like the one thing, and then it's this other thing that I'm more like, I don't know, like it seems like they're still going. But what we have here is the 3 of Wands, Justice, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups. All of this is just like they're taking action. They are working, like the Justice thing is them balancing themselves out. King of Wands, they're taking action on it. Page of Cups, so they can ash the person out. Okay, there's no problem with any of that. So let's move on to Courtship, Death, 7 of Cups. 8 of Coins. So despite whatever this catastrophizing is, it's like this person is still working. There's the catastrophizing. 3 of Swords. There it is. So here's the thing though. This person is catastrophizing on this. They're still working. They're working through, they're just like, yes, I know, like, I know I'm thinking, like, it could happen that way, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going because I just want this too much. I want this too much, so I'm just going to keep working. So, yeah, that's happening, but like I said, like, this Death card is almost like the relentless march towards the thing that I want. And I'm going to go ahead and pull on the, okay, yeah, 3 of Swords. Here's the weird thing. Ace of Swords on this 3 of Swords. This person knows that they're catastrophizing. That's what I'm saying. The cool thing about whoever these people are is that, like, that's because this is like part of like the process, depending on where you are with your own mental health stuff, like neurodivergency, whatever. You're gonna get to a point, right? If you keep at it in whatever fashion is most assisting you, where it's like, yeah, you eventually do get a reduction in symptoms and things like that, and that can happen very, very significantly, but there's going to come this point where you are experiencing symptoms, but they are not occupying your whole self. There's actually going to be this like wider part of you, and for me, it tends to be back here. I'll be experiencing a rare, because I don't experience a lot of symptoms of my stuff anymore. My particular stuff is CPTSD. Okay, but it's rare that I get like a very, very strong like triggering on that anymore. Like it sticks out when it happens. But for me, when I am experiencing something relatively strong, it's happening more at the front of my mind, but I am existing back here. And so when I am having a symptom, I can be aware that I'm having it, but I am not I'm not reacting to it. And I'm not, like, when I'm saying I'm not responding to it, I'm just allowing it to be. And I am also being the least amount of disturbed, because it's uncomfortable, obviously, to be experiencing a flare, but it's just like, it's just not as big of a deal. It is all I can say about it. It's just sort of like, yeah, I'm having it, but it's not gonna affect me in a big way, unless it would be something that's going on a long time, and I haven't had that yet. But depending on how long I was experiencing a symptom, if it lasted a long time, then I might schedule in like a checkup with myself or something for some extra assistance. But so that's what this person is doing. Whatever they're experiencing, or whatever they're thinking, they're allowing that to be without believing it and working anyway. And there's also a little bit of like, it's not fear of missing out or fuck my life. It's YOLO. There you go. You only live once. It's like, what stupid little acronym am I missing? You only live once. And so this person is sort of like, even if they get rejected, it's sort of like, I would rather do it than not. I would rather do it and hear the no than have never done it at all. And truly, like, if you can get yourself in a place like that with most things, if like if the worst that's gonna happen to you is somebody or some entity is just gonna tell you no, go ahead and try it. Like, who cares if someone tells you no? I hear no all the time. But I mean, that's like coming from when you work in a creative field, you get ready to hear no constantly. And in order to get any sort of like personal success, whatever your definition is on that, you can't be stopped by a no. You can't be stopped by like several thousand no's. You just have to keep going until you get to the yes. And you know, you can tailor your response. Maybe there's a reason why you're getting those no's. Yeah, so you adjust and you continue. That's all. So let's see here. Yeah, this is the same message, is that like, so now we're on this start of this person like adjusting their own labor. The goal is the same. They want happiness with somebody or something. They want to have a good time. 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 2 of Coins. I am creating the material conditions within me to facilitate that. So I super don't have any questions about this. So, why, okay, let me clear this, and then because I'm going to ask, let's clear the board, and then I'll ask my follow-ups, and then if nothing interesting comes out, we're just going to close the read for today, because it's apparently all the collective needs to know. Okay, this one, I would like to know, why is this the most relevant message for the collective today? And I'm literally asking stupid questions because I swear to you, if this is something like, because it's the most prevalent thing in the energy, I'm just like, oh. Before I tell you, who are these people to each other? Whoa. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was not, in fact, giving an X read. Okay, so there is a person. Okay, let me show you what I have first. We've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the 4 of Coins. And so I wanted to check really quick because we can't, what? X's? No, not X's. But that even wasn't the intuitive thing that I got from these 2 people, which I'm going to tell you what it is. But when I was clarifying who are these people to each other, I got the 9 of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Cups. What this 4 of Pentacles means closest to this King of Swords is this person, there was a financial thing on this person's energy that they were working through, but honestly that seemed like the easiest thing for them to work through. It was more the emotional energy stuff that was like a bigger issue with them. But what that 4 of Coins also means is like withholding, in that you don't know what this person thinks of you, feels about you yet. And that's what this is. This person is going through all of this, 9 of Wands, through this arduous labor to expose, Sun, how they feel about you, Knight of Cups. And also this Knight of Cups is new energy. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, that's like fresh. So this is not an X. However, what I would say is that, first of all, you two might be intellectually compatible, but like I've been getting, there is some sort of friction between you both. I don't know, like obviously whoever this person is, they really freaking want to be with you. They really want to give it like the good old try, and like they're being serious about it. But I swear to you, y'all also kind of don't like each other, or like you both have problems with each other. I don't like that, like, and I've been getting weird energy on it. It's sort of like, I like you, but I also kind of fucking like don't like you. Like you irritate me or you piss me off. And I mean, that is a sign of like some sort of chemistry. When people are like that, when people are like fighting and arguing all the time like that, that is not an indication that people aren't compatible or don't like each other. It's actually an indication that people do like each other a lot, but they're having trouble negotiating the differences. They have a volatile chemistry, but it is chemistry nonetheless. So even if you see people like freaking cursing each other out and like all of this stuff, that actually doesn't mean that they're not into each other or they don't love each other. They just have volatile chemistry, and like it would be better for them and the people around them that they like worked that out, which is why like when you see people like arguing and fighting, people are more likely to say like get a room, or like why don't you two just fuck each other already, because like that's what's going on. That's what's going on. It's like people like want to be together, but they're like, it's like there's usually, it's sort of like a power struggle. You two might be in a power struggle. So that's what I am most interested on this. I'm kind of not, like, we kind of don't need to look at that 4 of coins. It's sort of like we know already. What is, I'm going to say, I don't want to make the assumption that y'all are in the power struggle. Oh, y'all are in a power struggle. Oh my, wait, hold on, because I was asking, like, what's the friction between these two? Hold on, it's not that this doesn't work, but I would actually, if I can get just one, if I can get one, because it's probably going to be the same message, but I would prefer it to be like, yeah, this is some kind of like, that is a more concise card for those 3, thank you. I don't know if this is one person or the other, or if it's both of you, or, you know, we got the Emperor here. The Emperor can be kind of controlling. And I'm seriously, I feel like it's on both of you. It's kind of like, no me, no me, no me, no me. But it's sort of like one or both of you, it's like the Emperor Wheel of Fortune. It's sort of like you can see this Emperor on this card like pointing, like you can see him pointing down. It's sort of like here, no you. So it's kind of like both of you would be looking at each other if this was just in the energy going, no you, no you, no you, like that's, no you do it, no you. That's what's happening here, at least in the energy. And like this is taking a little while to sort out. So we have like 2 alphas here that kind of like could be a power couple, but at the moment there's like a dominance thing. Like both of you are like trying to shit on it, like not really trying to shit on each other, but it's sort of like, I don't know what you think. Well, I don't know what you think either, but like, well, fuck you, no, fuck you. And y'all probably should have sex. I don't know. No, don't take me seriously on that, but it just seems like, but you can even see the way these 2 are looking, like the Queen of Swords is kind of like looking over this way, like, I don't even give a fuck about you. And the King of Swords is trying to be like, I don't give a fuck about you, but he's like looking right at this Queen's ass. So, you know, it's gonna come down to who wants it more. So what could these 2 do to maybe facilitate union with each other, if that is in fact at least what the viewer wants to do? Because one of y'all, the one who's more in the active, Now I knew that devil was coming out. Y'all need to chill. Oh my gosh, y'all need to chill. Cause that's like, y'all need to chill. I got the devil, the lovers, and the three of swords. This is like, fuck you. I would rather like stab you. This is both of these energies. Fuck you. I would rather stab you like in the face than like come into union with you. And it's sort of like, okay. I mean, but y'all want to be, that's the thing. Whoever I'm tagging to, y'all like each other though. Y'all like each other, so you're both, sure, this is a pride situation. Y'all are both trying to like negotiate through each other's pride. That's what this devil is. It's pride, and that's what's leading to the three of swords. So y'all can't come in, like, neither of y'all can come into union until somebody checks their pride. And I would say it is looking like, all right, I'm gonna get a read on both of these people right here. We'll do the Queen of Swords first, and then we'll do the King. Because somebody currently is doing more labor than the other on the back end. Because somebody's not doing like any labor at all. I'm not saying that's a problem. It's like there's, because y'all don't know who this is. But like it would be someone who you would respond to in the way I just described. All right. Oh yeah, you. Whoever the Queen of Swords is. This is almost like, because here's the King of Swords right here. This is the King of Coins. Y'all are kind of like, over my fucking dead body. Over my dead body. Absolutely not. That's really funny. So, all right, there's that Queen of Swords. Now we'll look at the King of Swords. And the thing is, this King of, like, it's the same person, but the King of Pentacles. So if you are the Queen of Swords, you would be looking at this person potentially as someone like very egotistical. You would be looking at them as the selfish person, which is why you're going over my dead body. But the thing is, there's a little bit of that, and you might be right, okay? But I would say probably there's a little bit of that in you as well, or else you wouldn't be as hostile to it as you are. So let's get this King now. All right, our King, they are the ones that is doing the labor. So the Two of Coins. So if you know you're not the one doing the labor, then you know you're the Queen of Swords. And so this person's doing labor, and I got the Eight of Swords here. 10 of Wands. So this is like, that's the exact same message. Our King of Swords is the one that the read is predominantly about, because they are the ones sorting things out. Here is that catastrophizing like thought loop that they are in. The thought loop is there. The catastrophizing is there. They are still doing hard work. So the King of, which makes sense, right? The King of Swords, that's the yang energy. Again, don't, just because I have said Queen and King and like whatever, it's just the Queen of Swords is the more passive energy. So you could be a man sitting there looking at a woman or another man or a non-binary person and going, over my dead body, that person's full of themselves and it's not worth it. And then that person could be doing this labor and they're intending to show you something different, okay? So just in case anybody's like, you know, so we can have this any kind of which way within gender and sexual presentation. So, all right. So why is this, like, I gotta ask a better question. Because if I ask, why is this King of Swords doing this? They're gonna say, duh, bitch, because they want this other person. I'm trying to figure out how to say, what is it about the Queen of Swords that has motivated this massive change from this King of Swords? Let's try that. This is the thing, the universe, all of this is very literal, and so you can ask a question with an idea of the answer that you want, but the answer that you get is like way more like that's actually not answering the question. It's like prompting AI, truly. And then sometimes the question that you ask, it won't answer your question. It gives you like the strongest thing that is in the energy. It's almost like you have to get through that and acknowledge it, which duh. You have to move through reality to change reality. But sometimes if the thing is too big in the energy, you can't pass through it until like changes have been made in materiality. Like the energy itself actually has to like auto-populate in the fucking level before you can go to a different area like in the level, if that makes sense. Oh, they're very attracted to you, Queen of Wands. Like I said, he's looking at the King of Swords is looking at the Queen of Swords' ass. Okay, so we might have someone who's a bit thirstily motivated here. But it's secret. You don't know this person. It's very secret. Queen of Cups. So, like, okay, so this is more than sexual attraction, okay? This person is, like, that's our angel boy energy. The Queen of Cups, privileged lady, Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups. They think you're great. They think you're great. They think you're super attractive. And they would think you're intelligent too with the Queen of Swords. Though literally, like in this person's mind, if you are a woman, they would be like slandering you. They would be like, fucking bitch. She's a fucking bitch. Like that's what they would be thinking. They'd probably never say it to you, but they are thinking it. And it's like, they're not wrong, but, you know, they're saying it in a slanderous way. So we don't appreciate that. And but the thing is, they respect you. Like that's the only thing they can say, because I guarantee you this person respects you, and they're just like blah, blah. And that's why they're changing, because like they know this is all facts and no lies. However you're acting towards them, it's really not a problem, because it's all facts, no lies. And so they can't really, logically, they really can't say anything about it. They really can't. How does this person intend to approach the collective? I need to close this out, because like I'm fucking around in the energy and we really don't have to. I could just make this short. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, again. Oh, there's two here. All right, so first of all, the first two cards are the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. I'm not even translating that, because duh. Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. The Tower, you don't, whoever this is like a drastic thing that like you don't expect from whoever this is. Mainly because you think they're that much of an asshole, I don't know. But like I said, if your feelings about this person is over my dead body, they would have to show you something radically different from them. And it looks like they're going to. I will clarify that Tower just to be sure. Yeah, this is just like incoming energy. It's just talking about after this person makes this significant change, like they're going to show up in a different way. Yeah, the Fool. Positive Tower, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the Tower is just that when this person like actually gets in your energy, like they're already in your energy. I'm saying actually gets into your space, because you do. I'm going to ask how y'all know each other, because you have to know this person in some capacity, at least decently well, for them to be doing a change. Doing a change. Ew. That's like heckin' doggo. I don't like that. How do y'all know each other? Well, like I said, you've probably fought. And I'm saying this is like a light fight. Like y'all might have been in like some sort of argument. Or like it's just in the, like if you were in this person's vicinity, you would be like, oh God, this fucking person. And like, so it might not have ever broken out, but y'all are like defensive in the energy together. Y'all have volatile reactions. Oh my God. Six of Wands, and that is public. So if you notice that, like, that's a public space. Knight of Swords, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all had like an actual argument before, if y'all like went at each other. And again, not in like a mean way with that Seven of Wands. This would have been something like a debate or a light argument, but it would have, this person would have displayed, like you would have displayed enough to each other to like know. So y'all both have each other clocked at least. And so the Queen of Swords and King of Swords are also like, because it's hostile energy with the swords. It's like, oh no, we're gonna fight. We're collectively choosing violence today. Sort of. Because also I'm gonna hold this up again. You'll notice this Queen and King of Swords have their weapons like turned away from each other. One has it pointed down. The King of Swords has his or theirs pointed down. The Queen of Swords has hers or theirs pointed up, but they are turned away. So it's sort of like the threat of hostilities is sort of like, I will fuck you up. Like, please don't, like. Okay, I guess it's three that want to come out on it. All right. Y'all shit. I got the Five of Wands out here. The Temperance, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I would guess, right, that y'all haven't really gotten to a whole bunch of like knockdown dragouts. What this is reaffirming to me is that this is something happening like in the energy. Like y'all might be able to have conversations with each other, but it's sort of like y'all are kind of always like sizing each other up. Maybe it's kind of like, you know, kind of like that. But it's most definitely going on in the energy. And I would say it's something that you mutually know. You know it, and if you don't know, this person also knows it. So that person also has to be some kind of like, they're sensing energy. I mean, the King of Swords can be a canny person. Like these can be like cunning people. But I would say if you are dealing with like a man, a cishet man, he can read energy, and men can. It's just that like sometimes they don't think about it that way, or they're reading for like drastically different things than other people are, and so people think that like, oh, they can't read the room or they can't read the energy. Some people can't, but like usually what's going on there is they're scanning or reading for very, very different things, and so it comes across as they can't read the room. That's not what it is, but they are being dismissive. Because if they're not clocking in the energy what it is that they want, they're just not going to engage. It comes off as disrespectful, but it doesn't mean that they can't read. They read just fine, very, very well. I still want to know, this is kind of a similar question, but I want to know, how are they going to eventually break the ice with the collective? How is that King of Swords going to break the ice? Because it's going to be them. Oh, they're going to give you something. Six of it, and that was also that Four of Coins. I was like, this person wants to bring gifts or something. They're gonna bring you something, or that's like if it's a date or something like that, they're gonna ask you out to dinner, and they're gonna treat, or like, you know, coffee, drinks, something. The Hierophant, likely it's gonna be a bit more of an, if this person, because I mean, this person's being serious, right? If it's like a date, it is going to be a formal date. So it's going to be more than coffee or drinks, most likely. It might be fancy spaghetti dinner. Very fancy spaghetti dinner. And I'm saying, it could be, when I'm saying fancy, depending on where we are, fancy is relative, is what I'm saying. So like this, like it's just a nice dinner, okay? It might not be like a 5-star place or whatever, but it's very nice. It is something that like this person is truly giving of themselves, like they're trying to give you an experience that would like impress you, or like that would be worthy of you within whatever means that they actually have available to them with that Hierophant. Six of Cups, so I mean, Knight of Wands, this person's going to be direct. Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, they are going to ask you out directly. They are going to confess. And they are also going to be very like respectful and wholesome with that Six of Cups Hierophant. So that's a very formal courtship process in which they are treating, because if this is this Lancelot person, while they have come out of that kind of like completely chivalrous like white knight thing, they still, like, if this is like men and women, like we are on that binary, right? And even if you're not, I'm just describing it in heteronormative terms, like queer relationships can still do this. They want to treat you like a lady, like a okay, even if, like, when I'm saying like a lady, how can I put that? They want to treat you, they want to express to you within materiality how much they, I'm going to say, like, the word that came to mind was adore, how much they adore you, respect you, and genuinely like you and are attracted to you. So when I say they are finding you valuable, that's what I mean, because the word valuable can imply objectification. Sorry, y'all, if you saw the setup change, it was because I had to take a call. So that's why things are kind of like, whoop, we might have backed up or whatever. So let's go ahead. We're just going to move it. This is all very nice. Okay. This is lovely. Let's go ahead. Oh no, they want this smaller one over here. We're going to move into our final advice outcome. Before I do, if you have received ongoing benefits from the channel, support, entertainment, positive manifestations, and you do have anything to give back financially, if you could do me a big favor, I have House of Tulip's donation link down in the description box. And House of Tulip is a local nonprofit created and run by trans and gender nonconforming people of color. And House of Tulip's mission is to support houseless trans and gender nonconforming youth, getting them homes, toiletries, clothing, job opportunities, and everything that they would need to move from a space of surviving to thriving within loving, supportive community. Okay, here we go. So this person's manifesting still. That's what it's kind of the similar. This is just a repeat message. I got the Magician, Judgment, 7 of Coins, Strength. They're doing the thing. Like, I don't know. So any timeline on how long they're going to be doing the thing besides that 7 of Coins? I don't know, it seems like they're in the midst of it right now. This person's struggling because they're in the 5 of Coins. So they're like, the land of the lost. That's coming to a close though. This person's traveling in the land of the lost. That is ending with the world. And the Hermit, so they're not going to be in the land of the lost, but it's kind of like, I can't really give a timeline on that. We're not talking about years. With this 8 of Wands and the Fool and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, they're trucking along, but it's sort of like, I always say, for these big internal processes and people making radical changes to do certain things, that is very dependent on the situation. And also, you don't want to like put pressure on that in the energy, because it's just sort of like, you just want to not touch that. You want everything to go the way it needs to go for that person, and then like they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do once they're done with their process. So we're just gonna go ahead and close out with the Sun and the Father, but just because this like big deal is going on with this person who, like, y'all somehow know, that's why it's tending to show up. All right, so we're getting Jesus on it. Is this 3? Yeah, okay, we got a bunch of Jesuses here. We got more than 3 Jesuses. We got 4. All right, Jesus says, it is more blessed to give than to receive. So that's this person. Like I said, they want to give you something. And they're realizing that their own like withholding is like jacking them up anyway. Jesus also says, anyone who believes in me will live. And that is the death rebirth process that this person is going through. We saw the Magician and Judgment in the final advice outcome. If I didn't hold it up, they were there. That Judgment is like I'm being reborn into a new life. The Magician is this person is manifesting that themselves. The 7 of coins means that sort of thing takes a long time. The strength card on that is, despite that, this person is persevering. Jesus also says, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. There is something, okay, because it's sort of like the catalyst for this person doing this is something they want to do, but y'all were somehow the catalyst for this person changing themselves. And this is a positive thing for this person. Like, this change was probably, when it's something this big, this change was probably a long time coming, but sometimes people need something to really like get them out of that comfort zone and to motivate them to do it. So you likely don't even know, it could just be your very presence, right? You probably don't know what you did exactly, but just by being you in this person's vicinity, you did something very, very positive for them, or you've assisted them with a very, very positive transformation for themselves. And so that's why it's so important for us to be in our authenticity, because when we're doing that and we're being respectful to the beings, it can act as a catalyst for other people to, like, once we're liberated, right? That's like that energetic output. It will inspire other people to be liberated as well. And that leads to very, very powerful collective change. Jesus finally says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. So this is saying that this person's process is a very blessed thing because they are making their changes for the right reasons, which predominantly it's for themselves. This person is not changing specifically for you. This person would have probably been inspired by you, but then they would have sat back and thought, is this something that I really want for myself? And they would have said, yes, I actually do want this for myself, regardless of the answer that this person gives me about like getting into a relationship. And so that's why this person like kind of has the energy with them. That's what I mean by blessing. It's like, it's not exactly alignment, but this person would have, like, if you can consider that the blessings of the Tao, they would have the blessings of the Tao. And so let us close as we mostly always do with the highest authority, that authority of course being Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, trees cover up a multitude of sins. You cannot see what this person is doing right now. They're just like, like I said, that part is in secret. Trees cover up a multitude of sins. That's also very much like Adam and Eve, like hiding their nudity from the Lord. There is something that you did, okay? There it is. There is something that you did or said, I don't know what, that has somehow made this person ashamed. And I don't think that you like shamed this person, but there's just a reaction that you had or something that you said that this person then felt ashamed of a certain way that they had been behaving. And I would say that's probably rightfully so, but we don't want anybody staying in shame. That's just, shame is just a little, when it's like healthy shame, that's just a little reaction to let you know that you have stepped outside of your integrity. And so once you know you have stepped outside of your integrity, we don't want to stay in that shame. We just acknowledge it and go, yes, I stepped outside of my integrity. I need to make a behavior change. But we want to drop the shame, because if you stay in the shame, it's actually going to be harder for you to change. So we don't want you staying in that, which is why shaming, if I were to shame somebody and I actually want them to change, first of all, that's not my choice. But if I actually wanted to facilitate change in another person, the last thing that I would want to do is shame them. I might say something that's just like, well, yeah, that's not for the best, but I mean, like, we can change that now that we know. I was like, you're a bad person, and bleh. It's just going to drive people to do more of the thing you don't want them to do. Bob also says, let's get crazy. What the heck? Take a 2-inch brush. This is your bravery test. This is like this person not only taking the risk to make this change, but then also they're going to, like, the bravery test is them talking to you. Bob finally says, isn't that fantastic? I knew you could do it. So it is very likely in the energy that this person will succeed, and you will in fact be hearing from them in materiality. So my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I'm also, of course, the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.